Well, it is an honor for me to make this video tonight. And just finished 12 hours in a Waco wagon. Oh, dear Lord, that's humbling. And we're off to, shake you all to pieces. Anyways, I, my birthday was today. I'm 73 blessed years old. And I did a little preamble to my birthday yesterday when I mentioned about some stuff that happened uh, in the mine and so on like that. And today, I just choose to look on the positive side of things. I choose to try to encourage people, to build people up, and try to be pleasant. That's kind of a challenge when you're Irish, but nonetheless. So I didn't receive a single birthday present. So I don't give birthday presents. It's kind of hard when you live alone and stuff. But all my sisters, I have three sisters, and they all texted and wished me the a happy birthday. Two sons, four grandsons. Well, three of the grandsons didn't remember, but that's all right. I don't remember their birthdays either. Terrible, terrible, terrible. Okay, okay. Here's the deal. Gonna hear a beeping over there. That's my supper getting thawed to get heated to get eaten. And so, end of the day, my site super. I have mentioned him before, not by name, but you well may recall watching that video when the creator calls you to do something, he will equip you. And my site super gave me a shot at a dozer and a hoe, and I ran with it. My creator and I, we had fun. So tonight we climb in his pickup with two other characters that were running equipment, and he says, "Jim, you're going to enjoy this." And I said, "Really?" He said, "Yeah." He said, "I was talking to my 11-year-old son down in Edmonton, and he somehow my super brought my name up, and his son said, you mean Cowboy Jim?" And my super said, "Yeah." Well, the son says, "Well, how do you know him?" And my super says, "Well, he works for me." And then my super says, "How do you know Cowboy Jim?" The 11-year-old son. I wished I'd gotten his name. I wouldn't have said it, but I'll have to ask my super A. And the 11-year-old said, "Everyone knows Cowboy Jim." And I thought, whoa, I had no idea. And then, but I wave at everyone in the mine up here, and 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 after a while, I did it 8.5 months at Suncor, Maine. And after a while, even the hardened drivers who they go to work and they don't want to be happy, and even the hardened drivers, they would start waving back. Well, that's happening up here in Fort Mac at this new mine further north. And I I I from the very beginning, I've made sure that people know, hey, I'm rough, hey, I'm rugged, and I mean, I am rough around the edges. I mean, I really am. But I have a large heart. Um, I, I, I am convinced that that was a gift from my mom, who taught me how to love God, how to honor God, the Creator, and in turn, I honor my employers and I honor those in authority over me. And now, my super said he's going to tell his son. He said, "You tell me the minute that you get a video posted." And I said, "I will." I said, "In fact, I'm going to go home and do it as soon as work is done. As soon as I get there, I'm just going to rip in and do this video. May not be too long, but that'd be a change." Oh, I've gone over a couple of times. Um, so I am speaking directly to my supervisor's son, age 11. I wish I knew your name. You have a good dad. He has treated me very fairly. He's given me an opportunity to run equipment when no one else would. Well, a couple did, but not much. And so I'm just going to call you son. Okay, son, you do as I was taught by my mom. You honor your dad because he's a good man, and he's been very, very kind to old Cowboy Jim. And I would like to suggest to you a couple of videos that I wished you would watch. One is called My Son's Miracle, and that's about my 18-year-old boy who was knocked off a catwalk at work and fell 18 feet onto his head and crushed his skull and broke his neck. And the Creator, when the surgeon called me, says, "Jim, you want to see your boy before he passes? You better come quickly." The next morning, my son got out of bed, came out of his coma, got out of bed, took the stuff out of his arm, walked into the bathroom, got dressed. That was the point at which I walked into the room, and about 8 in the morning, and his bed was empty, and I thought my boy passed during the night. You see, there's a very great kinship that can be had between a man and his son and or daughter, but a great kinship if people love each other and care for each other and say it, say it. My sons and my grandsons. I've two sons, Big Scott, Big Joe. I have four grandsons that are genetic grandsons, and I have a step grandson. Unfortunately, he lives on Hastings Street in downtown Vancouver and is a drug addict. So, son, okay, uh, don't get tricked into drugs, eh? They'll rip you apart. You do not want to end up living on the street somewhere with no hope. You see, while you're breathing, there is hope, but you overdose on drugs, your hope's gone. So, here, second video, important, and that is my lost son. Youngest boy, he got separated from an adult who was supposed to be taking care of him and several other kids, and my son got lost for 2.5, 3 hours, perhaps more, in the mountains southwest of Sundre, Alberta, out on the yacht and the ranch. And when I did that first video, I called it My Lost Son. Um, it was of my opinion that he was 9 years old, but he was not. I talked with my son. I asked permission, both my boys, when I've done videos that involve them, and they've given me permission. But I ask anyways. And in talking with my youngest son, uh, he was only 7 years old, and he was lost for several hours. I think 2, 3 years, something like that. It's a long time when you're a 7 year old and you're out in the Rockies, in grizzly country, in mountain lion country, and stuff like that. So, my supervisor's son, I thank you. You gave me the best birthday present that anyone ever could. And that was, you knew who I was. And perhaps our Creator can use these videos that I do to build people up. That's what I do at work. I build people up. I could tear people down, but I would rather build them up, and thus I choose to do that. Um, a couple of other videos I would encourage you to watch. One is called The Mountain Lion. That is a mountain lion that attacked my cousin and I shot that mountain lion as it was running towards us. When it planted its front feet to make that final jump to kill us, I shot it with an arrow in the chest. It was called a bolt out of my crossbow. Another one that is funny. Oh my goodness. Not all my videos are terribly serious. A lot are, because in this life you are going to live until you die. It's simple. The only time that you can choose your destiny, your eternity, is while you're alive. There is no purgatory, children, okay? Anyways, the next video that is humorous, it is called My Heifers. I had three Charolais heifers, and they were my friends. And unfortunately, they were also going in the freezer. And the trick was how to get them on the trailer. My neighbor come over and he said, Jim, how are you going to get those heifers on the trailer? Well, you're going to have to watch the video to find out. But I'm telling you this, it was not bad. So I got up at 4:40 this morning and just walked in the door at 9:05. And I hope you pick up the absolute excitement that wells up inside, that I've gotten to speak to my supervisor's son. And again, I reiterate, your dad gave me a chance, son. He gave me a chance to get on a machine. He gave me a chance to show him what God had trained me to do in terms of operating that equipment. Okay, this was supposed to be a short video. It's not that short. And please, 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 uh, I only have 1,095 subscribers. I, I would like to see that at about 10,000. And someday, if I had 5,000 hours of views in a year and 1,000+ subscribers, I could actually make $1 on this, and that would be so funny. Well, I was going to say to actually make $1 doing something you love. Well, hey, that's running a hoe or a dozer or a grader or an RTB, any of those things. Okay, God bless. Cowboy Jim, over and out from Fort McMurray. God bless you. God bless you. Thank you for allowing me to inadvertently get to know your dad a little bit up here. One of the best sight supers I've ever had. God bless you. I hope you enjoy watching this as much as I did making it. Thank you.